2 weeks.
2 weeks, yeah. Did we post up any episodes while we were gone?
Only the Oscar one.
Oscar one.
The Oscars
Gotcha.
one. And then after that,
we have an episode though.
We
right?
do have an episode extra.
Post up. Okay, good. Yo, first let me start off by apologizing to No, fuck you guys. Dude. No, I'm just kidding.
No, yeah, but no, honestly, yeah, sorry.
No, I love you guys. Thank you.
But yeah, you were in Mexico.
I was in Mexico for 10 days. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Living the good life.
Richard was performing with Gabacho.
Mm-hmm.
And how was that show that you did?
The Santrio show was really awesome. I really enjoy. I went up there to open.
Yeah.
Nobody knows me. Right. No one has any connection to what I'm really doing. Right. And so I go up there, and I have my set, and I just go hard from the very beginning.
Yeah.
I skip my intro. I just did the music straight up. So I didn't play anything like in the beginning.
Oh, okay.
And I didn't play like the intro song that I normally have. I just went straight into the first song. And I think it hit people, right? And they saw me performing. And then for the big note, I fucked it up. I'd been traveling for like 9 hours, right?
Yeah.
Like 6 hours on the plane, and then 3-4 hours. Actually, more than that, 3-4 hours just to get to the place that we played at.
Was it the first night?
We played Toluca, yeah. And it was awesome. So my voice wasn't at its best at first. And then I play my second song. And by the third song, people are getting up to be closer to the stage, you know what I mean? And dance and perform, like while I'm performing. Yeah. And so I was able to turn around the audience in only like a couple songs.
It's good.
Which is good because it's just like, not that I didn't think that they were ever kind of like freaked out from the beginning, but you want to just win them. Yeah. And I think that I had done that.
Good.
And they asked for an encore, and I didn't have one prepared, but I prepared one for the other shows. That didn't happen.
Oh, sad. The one chance you got, Richard, always preparing encore.
You only got one shot. Did not miss your chance to blow, because the opportunity comes once in a lifetime. What? Yeah, but yeah.
That's so funny. Well, it's not funny. That's really sad. But but you know what? It was a good experience for you. You said to go over there. That was the first time you went over there for like music.
For Mexico, yeah. First time ever.
That's so cool. Yeah.
And I got invited back, so that was nice. And even like the performances I did with Gabacho, like people just really liked, the performance. And some people were like specifically liked what I was doing on the tambourine.
Because you're so funny. You're just like, you are like a character on stage.
Hell yeah, dude. I be vibing.
When me and Sebas went to the Gabacho show, like in October, I think it was, or I don't know when it was, but here at the Hideout, Sebas was just like, look at Richard. He was just looking at you the entire time.
I vibe, dude. We have a show tonight.
Oh, you guys do?
Gabacho,
no way. Yeah. Where?
At the Cobra Lounge.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So we're gonna be playing.
Dang, so you guys just got back and back to
we're
work
busy,
again.
Dude. Yeah, hell yeah, dude.
Good.
Don't stop.
That's good.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude.
That's so awesome.
Yeah, man.
How does it? I was gonna say, how does it feel like? Cause you've literally been living like the artist life for like 2 weeks now.
Yeah,
because like you literally just came back yesterday.
Yeah, I did.
You're just gonna go to work. You're gonna go to work today, right?
Yeah, I'm going to work and then
you're gonna go play. Like, how does that feel?
I love working, dude.
Yeah.
That's the shit that makes me feel alive.
Yeah, I know.
If I'm not working, dude, I'm gherkin. I don't know what the fuck. If I'm not working, I'm twerking. Yeah, dude. I love playing. I love being out. I love performing. It makes me happy.
Yeah, that's good.
Nothing else I want more than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Betsy's watching this like, excuse me?
No, she knows. She knows I'm happy when I perform, when I go out and play.
That's good. I'm glad you feel good.
Mm-hmm.
And that you don't feel like overwhelmed by everything.
No, how could I, dude? It's all I've been wanting.
Yeah.
It's all I want is to be out and play. I did miss my babies. I did miss my wife a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that mostly happened when I wasn't doing anything. Because I was telling you, some shows had been canceled when we were in Mexico. Some of them were due to like one show that we were going to be opening for. The artist got COVID, so we weren't able to play that. You know what I mean? Other times, one of our bandmates were sick, and so those things had to happen. But when there was like long periods of time that we weren't doing anything, that's when it really sunk in for me.
Yeah.
It's like when I'm on the move and busy, I'm just like, you don't even have time to think about that stuff. You just want to make sure your performance is
good,
top notch, which I'm excited to like. There's something called like tour tight.
What is that?
So when you're on tour and the band gets really solid.
Oh, okay.
You've been performing because every performance is like a practice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And to be that was just really
good.
exciting. Yeah. And we went to some really cool places too.
I'm sure today's show is going to be really good then too, because you guys have been playing for the last 10 days.
Yeah. We've been busy. So it's going to be really nice. And yeah, man. We were in Puebla. I fucking love Puebla, dude.
I've never been there.
Oh, Puebla's so nice. The food's so freaking good, dude.
Yeah. What's the best food you had over there?
I had some from my favorite food that I'd had was from Puebla. It was like chilaquiles de mole, poblana.
Shit sounds so.
It was so good and it was so delicious with like arrachera inside.
Oh,
so yeah, man. And then I opened up a couple of chipotle peppers that they gave me.
Yeah.
And I just like put them inside the mole and it gave it the right kick, with the right flavor, smokiness. Ay, Dios mío.
That sounds so
good, dude. And then a café de olla on the side.
Damn, that was dangerous to ask you that question.
Yeah. Seriously, dude. You're never going to focus again.
Chilaquiles de mole near me.
Tickets to Puebla. Yeah. Tickets to Puebla near me, dude. Fly your ass over there.
Just for chilaquiles.
Fucking Sebas is like, where are you? You're like, I think you're going to be mad at me.
I'm in Puebla.
I'm in Puebla right now, dude.
De mole.
You want some?
I can bring some back.
I can bring some back. No, it is so fucking good, that food.
Wow. That's so good.
Yeah, all around. And then we took Mexico to get over and back. But when we went over there, we were on a Delta plane. I don't know how they arranged it because we bought the tickets through Mexico. But the flight back was Mexico, and they gave us food. I was like, so happy they fed us on the plane.
Yeah. Like, did they feed everybody or? Yeah, right. Because it was it's a long flight, right?
It's like 4 hours, but they gave me food.
Yeah, they give you. I think they do give you food.
Yeah, like I haven't been fed on a plane since for years. Dude.
Yeah, I know. Actually the only time that I've been fed on a plane is going to Mexico.
Yeah, Mexico. Los demás no te dan nada.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, you're right. They don't.
They take food from you.
Because what's that other one? Volaris.
Volaris. That's that. You need to get to Mexico by any means plane, dude. Yeah.
Because they don't give you shit there.
Betsy and I, when we first started going to Mexico, we would buy Volaris tickets. It's just like $100 a ticket, dude. Come on, we gotta go. We gotta take it, dude. We're going to Mexico, baby. We're making it work.
That's the last time I went to Mexico was through Volaris, and we got nothing besides like a little Coke and fucking chips or something.
Hell yeah, dude.
And we had to buy them.
Yeah, hell yeah, you have to.
Yeah.
With pesos.
Yeah, literally,
yeah. You have to buy them with pesos.
Fuck that, dude.
Like, how am I supposed to get pesos?
Yeah, exactly.
Get a sopa maruchan on the plane, dude. That's the fancy shit right there, dude. No, man, it was a great time in Mexico. The people are awesome. Sweet. It was great meeting other musicians. It was great just doing our thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're just vibing, dude. Fucking vibing.
That's so cool. Where did you guys play? Like little cafes?
No, we played venues.
Venues.
Yeah, we played venues. Yeah, music venues.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never been to like a music venue in Mexico.
There's some really nice one. Yeah. In Texcoco, which was a really great show. We played at this place called Doppler, which was incredible. I've never seen a venue like that. Where, well, all the venues in Mexico are, really kind of open just because it's outside. It's not outside, but they have like big storefront openings.
Right.
So you can just like walk right in. It's just so nice. You can hear the music from outside.
Oh, okay.
And this particular place, there's the bar, right? When you walk in and you turn the corner and there's this big bar, and then above the bar is the stage.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. I've never seen like the bar under the stage before. I'm always used to like Chicago venues where there's like across. It's like the completely other side.
Yeah.
But it was really cool, and the sound was just so good in there. Oh my god. It was so good, dude. And it was good hanging out with the boys, the band. Ugh. Hanging out with the boys, just cracking jokes.
I know.
Just being fucking mischievous, dude.
We
were so gross. Mostly me, but it was a good time, dude. It was a good fucking time.
How many of you guys are there? 4?
There's 5 of us in the band. Plus we had the manager that was with us.
Oh, okay, 6.
We had an audio engineer that was with us.
7.
And then we had the driver.
Oh, okay, so there's 8 of you guys.
8 of us, dude. Yeah, hell yeah, dude.
Where'd you guys stay? Hotels?
No, we got really lucky. Some nights, it would depend on where we went. And one night we stayed with like Gabacho's family.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, because they're out there. And then the other nights, like one night we stayed at this dude's house that was like really fucking nice.
Oh, I thought you were gonna be like really fucking weird.
No, it was real nice. And then mostly we stayed at this place. This girl, her name is Carla. Shout out to Carla. But her fiance lives here. Like she's from Mexico. She visited here, found her boyfriend. They got engaged. He's good friends with Gabacho. And so when we went out there, she had her little casita, like a little apartment, and she let us stay there. She like let us stay there.
Yeah.
And it was so nice. It was so fucking nice to just be out in someone's home and shitting everywhere.
Yeah.
I was just like, thanks for letting us poop in your house, dude. It's it's a big step.
It is. It is a big step.
Yeah.
To shit in somebody else's house.
Yeah, dude.
Because you never know how that's gonna go.
No, dude, this is one of the scariest things in the world, dude. Have you ever like shit in someone's house and then just not been able to flush? Oh my god, that's horrifying. They're gonna think I'm the worst human being in the world.
Has it ever happened to you?
Oh, many times.
And then what do?
I pray. That's the first thing I do. I beg. And then I try to look around to see if I can fix the problem myself. And then last resort is like to talk to the only other guy in the house. I'm like, yo, I'm sorry. This is what happened. You know what I mean? Someone that'll understand. Don't worry, little bro. I take big dumps too, dude.
That's crazy. I don't think that's ever really... I think that's only happened to me once or twice. But I don't really poop often. Which is bad.
Are you sure that's a baby in there? It's
a bunch of shit
in
here.
Just a giant dump that you haven't taken.
That's just moving around to try to get out.
God damn it. That's gross.
Thinking I'm having contractions and I just poop.
Just at the hospital, just like covering.
It's just a massive shit.
Yeah, dude. Big dookie.
You're like, so you were actually never pregnant.
I don't know what we heard. All the ultrasounds. We don't know.
All the bones and the
We don't know, dude. It's all different types of poop.
Human-shaped poop.
Yeah. Gross. Ay, Dios mío. Yeah, potty humor.
Potty humor. How did the kids react when they saw you again?
Oh, they were happy. They were so happy. I think it was interesting because when I was gone, Betsy was telling me that the kids were like, Rocio had said at one point, it's like, maybe Dad should stay in Mexico because you guys aren't arguing. Yeah.
That's so sad.
It's sad and it's beautiful. You know what I mean? Because it made me reevaluate a lot of things while I was gone.
Yeah.
But that was like the day. Then the day before that day, then when I was told that, she was like crying because she had missed me.
Aww.
So it's interesting, like what kids tell themselves in order to like deal with their own sadness.
Yeah.
My son's a little better at that, just because there was a time when we had to go to Mexico as a family and he couldn't come with us.
Oh right, yeah.
But by the time I got back, it was just so nice because I got picked up by the wife and kids. I was in the car in the passenger seat. I'm cranking my tunes and I could like look at them and they were so excited to like have Dad back to like listen to music and laugh and all that. So we had a great big laugh, and then I read him a book at night, and then Gadi kind of told me, he's like, oh, I missed you so much.
Aww,
I mean,
so
I did. I missed you too. And Rocio and I, we got them some gifts, and Rocio is now in her rocker phase. She loves rock and roll music.
Aww.
And the reason why is because the girls that are princesses in her school, the girls that dress like princesses, like pink, are all mean.
So she's like,
She's
fuck
like,
that.
I don't want to be
I'm
that.
gonna be the opposite.
Yeah,
of
I
that.
don't want to be that. I want to be a rocker girl. You know, a rocker girl with the heart of gold. You know,
That's
so I
so
bought her a
funny.
little Nirvana shirt when we were out there in
Aw,
Mexico.
it's so cute.
Yeah. So she wore it to school today. She's wearing all black.
Aw.
You know what I mean?
Emo.
Yeah.
Have you seen that sound on TikTok?
Which one?
Where they have they show Karens with their side part, and it's like, 'cause tonight will be the night that I will fall for you.
Yeah. Over again, don't make me change my mind.
And they just put it over people who have that side part. The funniest ones are the dogs, because there's dogs that put the side part on the dogs, and it just looks so hilarious.
Did you ever have that haircut? Did you ever
No,
rock your face?
I don't actually. Yeah, I think so for a little bit, but it wasn't as pronounced as I would have liked it to be.
Yeah,
because I did have the layers, and I did try to tease this part of my hair. You know, and have the little bangs.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
But
no,
where
I
it's
know. I
big,
know
like
bangs.
the Amy Wine. No, I know, but the
Oh, like
it wasn't
the
Amy.
little bob in the back.
Yeah, the little bob, and then the little hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. It was a big thing. It was a big deal when I was in high school. That look.
Really?
A lot of friends had the swoop. It's just that curly-headed boys like myself it's impossible unless you straightened it.
Yeah.
Which there was one kid that had done that, and man, he looked great, but it's just I didn't have the time to do that, dude.
Imagine.
I found that Pete Wentz straightened his hair from Fall Out Boy. I didn't know Pete Wentz was half black.
I don't know who that guy is.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you ever heard the band Fall Out Boy?
I have, but I don't know who.
So Fall Out Boy, there's a bass player. His name is Pete Wentz. He wrote all the lyrics too.
Okay.
Not the singer, but he wrote the lyrics. And he was the fucking hottie in the band, right? Everybody's just he's so fucking hot, right? He's half black.
Oh,
and
really?
they just try to hide that fact. Yeah,
No way.
by straightening his hair all the time.
So
Yeah.
his curly hair obviously
Was
shows that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's wild, dude. Not that changes anything for me in my mind.
Right.
I still think the band is terrible. Just kidding. If anything, I like the band more now because he's half black.
Poor Pete.
Poor Pete, dude. Oh man.
Every time I hear it, the name Pete, I think of Kanye West post when he's like, "Skeet."
Oh yeah, a little skeet, dude. It's so shitty, dude. It's so shitty to consider someone your hero and then completely stop hating on them and then kind of shittily take their wife, but she's so much older than he is. It's so gross, dude.
It's weird, yeah. It is really weird. I don't know. I would have never imagined that combo.
He knows how to pull him, dude. He's been pulling hotties,
yeah.
dude. He's been pulling hotties,
Since
dude.
day one.
Since day one, dude.
Man, I think. Okay, listen. I have a theory.
Yeah.
Kim Kardashian just likes emotionally unstable men.
She's like, I'm gonna fix him.
Yeah, she's like one of those fix-it girls.
Mm-hmm. She's a saint.
Cause she's stable. I guess.
Stable?
I don't know. Maybe she feels stable, so she tries to find emotionally unstable.
Something I find interesting, though, you got a point there. There's a stability. What's that? What's the appeal of that show? The shows that the Kardashians have made. It's because they're a family unit. It's a family show.
Yeah.
They go through their trials and tribulations, but the family's always there. The sisters are always together.
That's true.
And I'm just like,
Yeah.
that no matter what happens, they're always together.
Yeah, and they always cover up for each other.
Right, exactly.
They never talk shit about each other
No.
on shows. Only in the show.
Only in the show because that shows how real they are. Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. That's true.
That's why people want that.
Yeah.
That's the appeal. That's what's attractive.
Yeah.
The Kardashians, dude.
Yeah, that is true.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I never thought about it
so
like
Pete,
that.
who's unstable, daddy died a long time ago.
Yeah.
His mom's on her way out. It's attractive.
Yeah.
The stability.
Oh, yeah,
You can be
you're right.
famous and still have a family unit.
Yeah.
Kanye, his mom died, and he goes with Kim Kardashian.
Chris Humphries, what's his deal?
Basketball player, always traveling on the road. Doesn't know where he's gonna be playing next.
Mm.
He wants something stable.
Oh wait, Lamar was Chloe's, right? That's a
Yeah.
different guy. Okay.
Lamar, same
I
thing.
don't know the rest of Kim Kardashian's boyfriends.
Husbands.
Or
Yeah.
husbands, yeah.
Ray
oh yeah,
J.
J Lo's back with Ben Affleck, and they're gonna get married. How do you feel about that?
It feels like I'm living in the 2000s again, dude. I'm living in the 2000s again, dude. They're back. Fucking low-rise jeans are back. Whale tails are back. Hell yeah, dude. I couldn't be happier.
There's this
I was sad when J-Lo started dating Ben Affleck.
Why?
Because she had this beautiful Latino woman dating some white guy. It was
Yeah,
very upsetting
true.
for me when I was a little boy.
Yeah. I mean, it's still upsetting to me now.
Yeah.
And like white boys,
No, I don't give a fuck. I was like, date whoever you want to date. If my kid comes back with a white person, I'll be like, yo, dude, it's your funeral, dude. Well, so whatever, dude, man.
That's up to you.
You want to. It's your mental problems, my guy. Go for it, dude. It's gonna be a rude awakening.
No, I have cousins who have white boyfriends, and there's actually one of my cousins that has a white husband, but he's cool because
He's a cool white husband.
He's a cool white husband. Like he tries to like fit into the culture. He tries to speak Spanish, and like he makes an effort. He doesn't seem like, or he isn't one of those people that's just like is like weirded out by like certain traditions or certain things that we do.
Yeah.
And then there's this other one that's still a boyfriend. That is just like, for me, I'm just like, it's so awkward when I interact with him because I feel like he's still very uncomfortable with our family. Because it's a culture shock for him. Like the fact that like all the primas are like super like lovey and like touchy with each other, and just like we're all really close. And we have huge parties, and like there's food of different kinds, and like everybody kisses each other on the cheek. And I think that for him it's just a culture shock. So it's always really awkward when I say hi to him because I'm just like, I don't know if to shake your hand or hug you. And it's always like that weird like.
Then he like goes in to kiss you on the lips, and you're like, oh no, and he's like, oh, I'm sorry, he's like, I don't know.
That's what I
do. He's all weirded out. It was really interesting because my wife's family is very, very like touchy.
Okay.
Like when I first, you come in and people are like sitting on each other's laps and everything. Like cousins are just like, just like chilling,
Yeah.
And so that was really strange for me. And it was, we got married and it was cool. I like, hugging, hey, what's up? Because I could do that. I can easily just kind of like fit into places.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was so awkward when like one time I was just kind of sitting down, and then one of my sobrinas just sat on my lap. But she's like grown already. She's only a few years younger than me at that point. And I was
That's
like,
crazy.
I was like, I was looking at Betsy like,
what do I do?
What do I do? She was just like, it was like the last time it ever happened because I was like, it felt so fucking weird.
Yeah, I bet.
I was like, you're not my wife. Get off of me. You know what I mean? But eventually we got like my suegra and I eventually got close enough where we would just like hold hands.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I know that weirded my mom out. She's like, I don't even hold hands with you. I was like, yeah, that's right, dude. Dude, I didn't tell you what happened. So years ago, 10 years ago, my brother was in Mexico City. He was living there for like 6 months. And it was like spring break time. And so my mom and my dad and my sister, they go to Mexico to vacation. Right. And I was like, can I go? And they're like, no, you got school. Because my sister's spring break and mine didn't line up. I was in college already.
Oh, okay.
So I was like bummed out, right? I'm the only one here in Chicago. My family comes back, and they come back on Easter, right? And I was like, I show up to be with them. And I'm like, hey, so what are we doing? We're gonna go Easter dinner. What's going on? I miss you guys. And they're like, no, we're just gonna stay home. Yeah. And I was like, okay. And I was like, we're not going to do anything. And they're like, nope. And I was like, okay. And then I just like was walking down 26th Street, like real fucking sad, um, looking at families eating Thanksgiving dinner through the restaurant doors. And
Easter.
like, Easter, yeah, Easter dinner. I'm just like really bummed out, like really hurt. I was like, fuck it, whatever. Anyway, so I dealt with that. And then so this year, I told my mom, I'm going to Mexico. We're texting during a practice. And she's like, oh, when are you coming back? And I'm like, I'm coming back the 18th. She's like, you're going to miss Easter. And I wrote payback. And then it was this whole fucking thing where my mom thought like, you need to deal with that trauma. You need to deal. I was like, it was a chat with my siblings as well. So I thought it was the funniest thing if I said payback. But she was like, I'm sorry if I hurt you. I'm not perfect. And I'm like,
my God, pobrecita.
No. She's like, you need to deal with that trauma because I didn't deal with it. And then it hurt me the way I raised you guys, and then you got to do that so you don't affect your own babies. And I was like, what's going on, dude?
Like,
she told me I need to go to therapy. Yeah, and I was like, ah. And so my sister was, my sister's my ride or die,
Yeah.
So she's like, I didn't like when she said you need to go to therapy. My sister's a therapist, like a psychologist. Yeah. So she was like, I didn't like how she said that you're supposed to go to therapy. No one should tell someone to go to therapy. He's like, I'm gonna tell her off. I'm gonna call her. I'm like all this woo that. Blah, blah, blah. I was like, no, chill. Patty was like,
that's insane.
And I told her like, no, thank you, Patty. It was directed at me. I could deal with it. It's fine. And then I told my mom like, I think you're absolutely right. It's important to deal with trauma. Not that I need to deal with that moment, but it was like, I think it's important to deal with trauma. You're absolutely right to help a better parent, to be a better parent. I love you very much. I can't wait to see you tomorrow. I was going to see her the next day. And then I called her afterwards and we had a nice phone conversation, but it's just like damage control.
Oh my God,
I was
that's
like,
so
dude,
crazy.
man, you can't make, because my siblings and I, we do jokes like that all the time. You know what I mean?
But you had never made that like a joke like that with your mom, or she just didn't get it at that time? Like at that time?
I've made jokes with her, but it's been the same thing where I've like made a joke about, like either something self-deprecating or something that's happened in our past. And instead of taking it as a joke, she's just like,
she feels bad. Yeah,
like,
pobrecita.
Oh,
I know.
My siblings do that all the times, but that's not our humor with my mom.
Yeah.
And also my siblings and I have ranked the whole family in terms of funniness. Yes. And my mom is always dead last. She's always dead last in terms of jokes. Yeah. And my mom's like, because at work I'm the funniest person in my job. And I'm like, that's because you hang out with us, dude. That's not because of you. You steal our jokes, dude. Oh man, it was drama, dude.
The other day, we were on our way to go eat. Me, my mom, and my dad. And my dad's like, "Yeah, I went to go see a fight the other day." And I was like, "A fight?" And he's like, "Yeah, at your grandparents' house. They were fighting." Because he's like, it's crazy. He's like, there was like a couple rounds, and then people started coming in, and then there was women, and then other women, and other women, and at some point, it was your grandpa getting yelled at with all these. Because my grandpa's very stubborn.
Your mom's dad. Yeah.
And my mom's mom is like very like, she's just like whatever. Like she's like over my grandpa. She's like like he's like just so mean to her, very machista.
Oh man, to grow old together.
And then my grandma's like, she loves to go out, like she's like the life of the party, like she can't walk anymore, so obviously that makes her sad. But like my tias and my mom take her out, like they'll take her out to parties or whatever, because they know that she likes to go out. And so, but my grandpa is always just like, what are you doing? Like you're just a burden to them. Like you're so mean. My grandpa's so mean to her. And so they were like getting into it, and then my mom's like defending my grandma, and then one of my tias lives upstairs, so like she comes down and starts defending my grandma. So my dad's just like, yeah man, it was a big boxing match. Your
dad's so funny, dude. Your dad is fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
dude.
My dad is hilarious.
He's a funny ass dude, man. He was telling us all sorts of jokes at your record release.
Oh yeah,
it was so funny, dude.
Yeah, he is a really funny guy. I think he is the reason that I deal with certain things with humor, because otherwise I don't think I would be. Yeah. I would be like dead right now.
Yeah, just the first time someone says something mean to you in kindergarten, you're just like just die immediately. Oh man, I like roasting people. I roasted one of Siul's cousins in Mexico.
How was that?
It was great. It was perfect, because that's how you're supposed to deal with things in Mexico. Right. You're supposed to like dish it out. Because we took a picture We went to he invited us to this restaurant, right? Which is I had this really nice little plaza in the middle, right?
Oh,
Or like
okay.
a little garden in the middle. And so we decided to take some pictures there when we finished eating. And so I lie down on the floor and then they take a picture of me, right? Like on the grass. And then one of my bandmates jumps up behind me and then they keep everybody jumps up behind me and then Sewell gets in front of me so we can be on the floor, right? Like all like if we were just and and then the cousin, he's an older guy, he's like a couple of years, 10 years older than us, 15 years older than us. And he's like, ¿ya terminaron tus fotos homosexuales? And I said, no, todavía falta tuya. And then he was like, nah, sí. And he was like, no, I was getting jealous. Yeah, me puse celoso. And then it's just because he was feeling homophobic. He wanted to dish it out, call us gay. And then you just send it right back to him. And then he shook hands with me like, no, I'm a cool guy now because I was able to. Oh, man, that shit's so important.
Why is that? Oh, that's such a Mexican man thing too, like Latino man thing, to call each other gay.
Gay, that's all it is.
Literally.
I don't know what it is, man. It's just I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. It's funny though.
That's so funny.
We're laughing. Good times, dude.
The other day, Savaz was driving my car, and he's like, "Yeah, see, your car's unaligned because it keeps." If I let go of the steering wheel, it goes to the left. And I was just it's just a Tesla. It's just it's just switching lanes.
Yeah, it's driving on its own, dude. That's so important that you get that fixed.
Yeah, it is. No,
I do. A baby coming.
No, I do have to get it fixed because we're actually trading it in for a SUV.
Okay.
Because it's not baby friendly. A Jeep is not. I mean, if it's
depends
an SUV,
on the baby.
It depends. Depends on the Jeep.
Oh, it depends on the baby. If it's some sort of cool baby.
I mean, I guess
some rock star baby.
But the Jeep sucks because it doesn't have I mean, it sucks for a baby because it doesn't have air conditioning in the back or heat. There's no
You're so considerate. You're such a mom.
Is that a thing? Yeah.
I wouldn't have even thought about that.
Really?
No, I would just let the baby be back there. I'm like,
oh
yo,
God,
we in a Jeep,
no.
baby. I would have been hell yeah. Dude.
No, pobrecito.
Hell yeah. I would have got one of those old Broncos, from the 90s with nothing in them, no air conditioner. Put the baby back there. I'm like, we gangbanging, baby.
No, pobrecito. No, I think, we're going to have to trade it in for a nice little van. Something like your guys'.
No, yeah, like an Eclipse. No, an Equinox. You drive a Chevy
something
Equinox.
Like that.
People are always asking me if I want to have another baby, and I'm like,
doesn't fit.
We have to get another car. Yeah. We'd have to get another car. And I refuse to drive a minivan. Man,
me too. Because it reminds me of my mom. Sadly, I don't just I think that's my mom's thing.
Yeah.
I don't want to.
It's a parent thing.
It is. It's a parent thing. Yeah.
You don't drive a minivan unless you're a parent, dude.
But we are parents, but we're not old parents.
No. I'm just an adult with a wife and kids. With the kids. Yeah. I'm a single man with a wife and kids, dude. That's what I am. I'm a bachelor with a wife and kids, dude. Living my best life.
That's how you should introduce yourself.
Yeah. So
are you married? No.
No, I'm single, but I have a wife and kids. Oh.
Okay.
Your friend's nice. No, man. It was so funny because when we played one of our shows in Pachuca, this girl, she's like, "You guys are so good." In Spanish, she was just telling me, "You're so good," and she's giving me the eyes and everything, flirty. And I was like, "Oh, thank you so much." We just got back from the United States. Left my wife and kids over there. I miss them so much. I'm gonna go and cry over there now. Just cracked the joke. I laughed. My buddy was busting my balls. He's like, why the fuck would you do that? I was like, right away, just cut it off. Dude, I love those new TikTok memes where the guys they come out, the club or something, and and he's like, he put up numbers, which was he said 17, I have a wife, you know what I mean?
No, I've never seen
listing
that.
All the ways that he rejected women on the night.
Okay.
I'm married, and he's like, yo. Feeling good about himself. Oh man, it was a good time.
Was Betsy like overprotective over the first kid, over Gadiel?
Yeah,
Like too overprotective?
I think so.
Yeah.
There's times where, she had a lot of expectations of what she want. I think there's like, there's making sure he's okay, right? But then I would also like play with him, encourage him to do things. Like it would freak her out when I would take him to the park and I'd make him do things like run around, get hurt, like go for it. This is why you go to the park, to do that. Or like, and then when she'd come back, she's like, I freaked out because he started climbing up the rock wall and I wasn't expecting it. Or he wanted to climb up all these things that I was encouraging him to do on his own. Because she's afraid he's going to get hurt all the time. But I was like, you got to let that go. But then I think one of the hardest things was a lot of times, and I did it too as well. We have a lot of expectations on how they're supposed to be behaving. We want a little child to act like an adult.
Yeah, it's hard.
When they're there, especially the firstborn, right? You don't let them be kids. And so Betsy would feel really like always kind of, like freak out if he was acting up in a certain way that she wasn't expecting or was considered rude in her mind. But it would be very different if it happened in the house.
Yeah.
It was just when we were out. But yeah. Are you ready for that?
No.
What are you worried about typically?
I'm worried about just like not, I guess that just like being overprotective to the point where it's like not just about keeping them safe, but like almost like hiding them from the things that could potentially hurt them but that need to hurt them, like for example like a park.
Yeah.
Or one of the things that worries me is just like, am I gonna like allow my suegra and my mom to have the baby? Because like I know like some people that are super overprotective over their kids, like they don't want nobody to take care of them except for them. But I don't want to be like that, and that scares me that maybe what if I am like that?
Well,
like,
how was your mom?
My mom, I don't think my mom was really protective over us. I mean, she was like back to work after like a month, and she was just kind of like, okay, cool, like, and she left Charlie with my grandma all the time.
And what did you learn from that? That that's a good thing or a bad thing?
No, that's a good thing because you have a support system.
Okay, yeah.
So, and I mean, I like, and in my head, like this is how I see it right now, but I don't know how I'm gonna feel after I have the baby. So that's like the thing that I'm just like, that I'm scared of, because I don't know what changes my body's gonna go through again.
Yeah.
And my mental state is gonna go through. So I like, for me right now, I'm seeing like my suegra and my mom being there, helping me like basically for 1 month or 2 months. Like basically being in house, like maybe not sleeping there, but just being there,
coming through.
Yeah.
And your suegra doesn't work, right?
She does, but
does work?
Yeah, but like it's like her first grandson, so she's gonna be like so happy.
Yeah, that's
like
head over heels. She's gonna be there.
Yeah, so I know like they're gonna be there to help me.
How's your suegra? Was she like super overprotective of?
No, she wasn't.
She also had all boys, right?
Yeah, and she like lived she lived on top of her suegra, so like she'd always give them to her suegra or her mom, so like it was always like a big open thing, like like everybody takes care of the kid, like it's a village that takes care of the kid. It's not just the mom. So I really hope that I'm like that is me, like I really hope that I allow people to help me.
I think that's going to be because you have all those examples.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And from what I hear, that you don't feel like that was a bad thing. Right?
No,
like,
yeah,
because
I don't.
There's people, where they have one example, but they had a terrible experience with that example.
Yeah.
So now they're going to be closed up.
Yeah.
And, and others who are just used to everything being closed up, and they're just not used to it being open.
Yeah.
But it looks like that you have from all sides just like this more open kind of community. And so that's going to be really great. I know that once you first have the baby, there might be moments where you feel like uncomfortable because it's like, it's like that freakiness. You want to, babies are so precious.
Yeah. They're so
and you're hyper aware of everything that's potentially dangerous. So you might want to be like, oh no, the baby, good. Don't hold the baby like that.
Yeah.
But there's going to be times where you're going to be so exhausted that when you see your suegra and you see your mom holding a baby, you're going to be like, oh, thank God. So glad
I know, right, that's like literally all I'm thinking about is just like I'm gonna need help, like for sure, like gonna need help. Like I don't want to do it alone. I don't want to close anybody off because I'm just like I obviously do want to put boundaries, because obviously it's like, you're still the mom, you're still,
Right.
you and me and Tavaz are still the parents. Like, we still want to,
Mm-hmm.
we're going to raise our child a certain way. But I definitely, like, you can't do it alone. It's really, it's difficult when you try. And then, like, I really want to breastfeed, and I don't know how that
That's
journey's
good.
going to go, but I'm going to try to. And
Yeah, and they'll help you at the hospital too.
Right,
They'll
yeah.
teach you how to do it.
yeah, there's just so many things that are, like, unexpected, that I'm just like, I don't know. Like, there's a lot of things that scare me, and there's a lot of things that excite me, and it's just like a mix of both all the time, because I feel normal right now, but then it's like, oh, then the baby kicks, and I'm just like, holy shit, like, I'm gonna have a child. Like, I'm gonna give birth, like, and there's people, like, giving me things, and, like,
Yeah.
which is so awesome, because 2 of my family members had boys last year.
Yeah.
Or 2, yeah, last year. And so they're, like, gifting me everything, which is so nice, because we don't have to spend the money on it.
Mm-hmm.
And so then
It's cyclical. That thing happens. Yeah.
Yes. And then one of my cousins-in-law, she gave me, like, all the stuff for me, like the pads, and, like, the Perry bottle, and all the things that I need, right? And so then Daisy dropped it off to me, and Savaz was just like, it doesn't scare you, the fact that you're gonna give birth? And I'm like, no, because it's inevitable. Like, I'm gonna have to do it. Like, it's just something that my body's gonna do. So I'm not scared to give birth, surprisingly. But it's just because I know that, of course, it's probably, like, the most painful thing I'm ever gonna experience. But it's like, it's a pain that my body's ready for.
Yeah.
That it knows what to do.
And you've come from a long line of women that have given birth to babies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You have all this strength behind you.
Exactly, yeah. So I'm really excited. And I also didn't know that I could have 2 guests. I thought I could only have Sebas, but I can actually have my mom there too. Which
Okay,
is going to be
good.
so
Yeah.
good. to have
I'm
both
glad
of
they
them.
changed that, because it used to be just one
It
for a
did.
little bit during the pandemic.
Yeah. And so hopefully it stays that way.
When's the
because
baby
it'd be
due?
nice.
July?
August 10th.
August. Oh.
But it could come in July. Or
hopefully not.
hopefully
Nice,
not.
right on time.
I know. I hope so too. I hope it's not, like, earlier or later.
No.
I hope it's, like, right at that week.
Do you have any August birthdays in your family?
Yes. Well, in my mom's side of the family, I have a couple cousins. But Sevaz's family is, like, literally all in August, almost. So it's his grandpa. Sevaz is the 8th, and our baby's due the 10th. Yeah. One of Sevaz's cousins is also the 8th. One of them is the 1st. One of them is the 16th. And who else? I think that's it. But, like, a lot.
So Sebas family, they have like a.
They have a what's it called? I don't know what November has in it. That I don't know if there's anniversaries in November.
Yeah, I was about to
going
say,
on.
like, what Santo is
Yeah.
that day, dude? You know, like, what are we talking about? What's
so
going on,
funny.
dude?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on in November. I don't know what November has in it. But
Well, yeah, but something, bro.
it's that Thanksgiving turkey.
Turkey, dude. Tryptophan, yeah. Here, baby, eat this slice of turkey. No, bogus.
No, I can't wait.
August, dude, that's wonderful.
And I can go on mom dates with Betsy
Yeah,
and go to the park.
yeah, dude.
Renato will only be a year and a half older, I think.
Yeah, he'll be
Right?
like almost a year and a half. He'll be over a year and a half.
Yeah.
'Cause he's a November birthday, so June he'll be a year and a half.
Dang.
He's a December baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. So then, and that's the thing, because we don't even know, like, what's going on in so December. So what's going on in February? That we make
Valentine's Day.
March and February. Yeah, that's what it is.
Valentine's
Hey,
Day.
girl, I couldn't buy you nothing, but I got you a gift. And then everything turns red in the house. Everybody close your ears. Oh man, so Betsy and I don't know if I should share this fact.
Maybe you shouldn't, since you thought about it.
Well, anyway, a friend of mine. No. I'm going to a friend of mine, and his wife. They just recently got back together after a trip that he took, and They were being intimate and they made the kids watch a show, right? I go watch TV. And then I said, if you need anything, knock on the door first in the room because we're sleeping. And my son, and he's like, is everything okay? I heard breathing.
Oh no, pobrecito.
I'm like, man, a couple years from now, he's going to be like, were you guys funky? When I was like,
yeah, 10 years from now, he's definitely going to come
was that what that was? And I was like, yo, bro, hey, man, shit had to happen, bro.
Are you happy you're alive?
Are you happy you're alive? Yeah, exactly. You got life, don't you? Oh, man.
That's so funny. That's like traumatizing for kids when you do find your parents like
find out that they've been fucking.
Yeah, it's traumatizing.
For me, it wasn't traumatizing for me.
It wasn't traumatizing for you?
No.
For me, it was very traumatizing. I was like, what's going on?
Yeah, I never caught them.
Oh, okay. Well, that's different.
But like, but I knew that they had, like when I found out that they had to have sex to have me, I was like, yeah, right on, dude.
I never had that conversation. My parents never had that conversation with me, so I was just like, what are they doing? How dare
they spend time without me?
Exactly. How dare they spend time without me and like do weird things that look prohibited because they're doing it in secret?
I think we knew what sex was. My parents were very kind of clear. They were just like, yeah, sex is, to have babies. And then we would ask questions like, how many times have you had sex? And they're like 3 times.
Like
all
3
three of
kids?
us, yeah. When we were little at first, and then as we got older, got to the point where, because my sister had her bedroom upstairs.
Oh, okay.
And my parents had their bedroom upstairs. My brother and I had our bedrooms downstairs. And it got to a point where my mom was like, and my dad were like, oh, your sister's sleeping down here tonight with you guys.
Oh my God.
And we were like, okay. And my sister was freaked the fuck out.
Yeah.
She was like, why can I be up in my room? I was like, come on, they fucking dude. They're getting it on, dude. Funny. I was like, it's natural.
Sometimes I even feel like Nairobi knows because we kick her out of the room. We're like, just wait here. We'll be right back, okay?
Yeah.
Then when we open the door, she's like looking at us all guilty. Like,
it was awkward when I was a kid, man. We had a dog, and sometimes you want to masturbate.
Oh my God! And the dog.
You had to kick the dog out.
Yeah. Because if not, they just stare at you.
Yeah, and I was like, no, get out of here. And they're like, why do they hate me? And I'm just like, because I can't look at you in the eyes. I feel ashamed.
Yeah, there's been a few times where we would leave Nairobi in the room, and it just doesn't turn out okay. You just jump on the bed.
Yeah.
Just, start licking. And
No.
So we're like, never again.
No, hell no,
and then you can't focus.
Yeah, Sebas is all like, oh yeah, this feels so fucking good. And you're like, Sebas, I'm over here. And he's like, ah! No, just fine.
Yeah, it's really awkward when you have a dog. It was so funny because one of Sebas's friends, when they were in Florida for their tournament, Sebas was talking to me on the phone, and he put me on speaker, and all of his friends, they were all having this conversation about dogs inside the room when you're fucking. And it was just funny because Sebas's friend said the same thing, that his dog will just go up and lick, right? And so then Sebas started laughing, and I started laughing because we obviously have had that experience too. So it was just really funny to find somebody that had a similar experience with dogs in the room.
Yeah.
So yeah, just don't fuck with the dog in the room.
No,
you'll
never
regret it.
Never, dude. I only fuck with cats in the room, dude. Cats don't give a fuck.
Cats are doing their own thing.
Dogs are so excited just to be a part of everything.
They are. That's so sweet of them.
Mm-hmm.
But it's annoying sometimes.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. How are your puppies?
Good. So we sold... How many did we have? We had 5. We sold 3. Nina actually bought one.
Oh, sick.
Yeah. She got the little black one. She's not little anymore. She's huge now. And they're all big, so... We have 2 left, but they're not in our house anymore. My suegro took them to this cancha that he owns.
Yeah.
Where he put them all in a box, and he feeds them there and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So we still have 8 puppies left.
8 puppies.
Yeah, if you want one, my suegro has a lot of them. We have 2 that are brown and white, and then there's my suegro has a lot of them that are like darker or like brown.
Yeah. I'll talk to them.
Yeah, if you guys wanna come over one day to like just to see them and play with them,
to inspect the puppies.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
I'm down.
No, let me know.
Now that we're back, now that I'm back, it's definitely something I really wanted.
Yeah. For sure, you guys can just like come and play with them. You don't have to make a decision, but I'm sure the kids are gonna wanna
have a puppy with me at the.
They're so traviesos, dude.
Hell yeah, dude.
So traviesos. Like I couldn't. The reason my suegro took them was because there was a day where Sebas started his new job and he was gone all day, and he's usually gone all day. But I obviously work from home, so I was like working, but you can't do shit when you like something that takes 30 minutes while there's like dogs peeing and pooping and then barking and then wanting food, and then you have to feed them, and then you have to feed Nairobi, and then Nairobi needs to go to the baño. Like something that could take me 30 minutes to do for work took me like 2 hours, and I was getting frustrated. And then obviously I'm pregnant, my back hurts, like, and I have to keep bending down. And then Sevas got out of work earlier than he told me that he would be home, and so he was like, I'm gonna go take my brother to practice. And I was like, no, the fuck you're not. No, you're not taking your brother to practice. So we got into it because I was just like, no, I need you to come home, and I need you to take care of the puppies. I need you to figure this out, because like I never wanted to do it in the first place, and I'm the one that has to take care of them now. So I was just getting frustrated, and it was just a lot. It's a lot to take care of puppies. I didn't realize how much work it would be. Yeah. I mean, I didn't want to do it, but you know, it's like one of those things. It's like, obviously, if Sebas wants to do it, I'm gonna support him and like help him out, you know. But it just got to a point I just couldn't anymore. No,
and you're also carrying a baby.
Yeah, it was a lot. It was too much. The first couple weeks were fine because like they don't do anything besides sleep and eat off of Nairobi. But when Nairobi didn't want to feed them anymore, and we had to make them like this like concoction of like croquetas and water and like oatmeal and a bunch of things, and so like it's like a whole thing. Like it's basically taking care of like a newborn baby split into 6 pieces. You know. But they walk and run.
Yeah, and like shit everywhere. Shit and pee. No diapers for those puppies.
No diapers. And yeah, it was bad. It was bad. Nairobi was over it. Like she didn't want to have anything to do with them. So when they took them, Nairobi was like life of the party. Like she returned to herself again. She started playing. Like she didn't care about him. She was like, she wanted to be the baby.
Wow.
Yeah.
That single mom life, dude.
Yeah, she was like, fuck this, dude. I did not sign up for this.
Dude, that's wild to me.
No, pobrecita. She was like, she didn't care. And it's crazy because my suegra's dog did really care. Because when they took him out of my suegro's house and into the cancha, she was crying for them. She was like looking for them and like crying
Was
for
she
them.
older than Nairobi?
She is. She's like a year older.
Mm.
She's like a year older than Nairobi. But what's crazy is that she had a C-section, which is like she didn't actually have the baby. So like she was asleep so basically she woke up and she had a babies that she didn't even know, right? And then Nairobi actually had them. Like she saw them
had her whole vagina come out, yeah.
And she actually like licked them and stimulated them and stuff. So I would have thought like Nairobi would be more attached to her babies. But this girl was like, fuck these kids. Like, I'm done. So yeah. So I was like, oh my god, I really hope this isn't like a representation of how I'm gonna be.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, can somebody take care of me? Who cares about the baby?
That's real.
I told my mom that. I was like, that's my worst fear. Like, I think that's one of my biggest fears, is that nobody's gonna care about me after. That everybody's gonna want to take care of the baby, and nobody's gonna like ask me how I feel, or nobody's gonna like make me food.
And that's what I would suggest Sebas to really focus on. Okay. Because it's gonna be like, if you're gonna be the one that's gonna be nurturing, making sure the baby's okay, and someone's gotta make sure that you're okay, and most of the time it's the husband.
Okay, I'm gonna show him this clip.
Yeah. Just
I'm gonna cut this clip.
I think this is a really great clip. You should watch it.
Watch it and rewatch it.
And rewatch it. Keep watching it again. No, it's extremely important, because you're not gonna be able to do it on your own. And you're going to feel like shit. And you're not going to feel like yourself.
I know.
You know what I mean? You're going to be like, my body's all looking weird now. Yeah. You know, I'm all swollen. And I'm feeling self-conscious, you know. And you just need that person that loves you to be like, no, girls, you're beautiful, baby.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely going to need that.
Because the stretch marks haven't come in yet, have they?
They haven't. And I was like, I don't know if they're going to. I don't know if I will be one of the lucky ones. Like, I'm just like really praying I am one of the lucky ones and I don't get stretch marks. So my mom got stretch marks, so I'm pretty sure I will too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know when they start coming in. I'm 6 months now.
6 months. I know for Betsy they hit like 8 months.
Holy shit! Yeah, because that's when like your belly really pops out,
expands.
right?
And poor Betsy, she was like, "Oh, this is perfect. I'm not gonna get them," and then she didn't have any from here, and it was just all under.
I know.
Under
I can
the
imagine.
panza.
I can imagine.
You know.
That's where I feel like I'm gonna have them too, because that's where like I feel it stretch the most.
Yeah, the baby
like,
stretching.
Yeah. Like I like sometimes feel like I don't look pregnant. I just look like bloated.
Yeah.
And so I'm just like, and that's what makes me self-conscious right now, is that the fact that my belly's not like huge around.
Right.
So I'm just like, oh my god, people probably just think I'm fat. Like they just probably thought I'm fat. And then like, and so now I walk around and I'm just like, I'm pregnant, I promise.
Yeah. Hi, I'm pregnant. I mean, Jesse, nice to meet you.
Hi, I'm pregnant Jesse.
I'm pregnant Jesse. You got to meet regular Jesse. This is pregnant Jesse. Regular Jesse's way skinnier, I swear.
No, but yeah, it makes you realize as a woman, you go back to your pictures before you were pregnant, you're just like, I actually wasn't fat, or like I actually had a really nice body. It makes you appreciate your body way more.
Yeah. I think it's important to always remember that. I remember there was times where I thought I was like the fattest fucking motherfucker in the world. And then I was in high school. I'm like, I was so scrawny. Like, yo, body dysmorphia is no fucking joke, dude.
I really didn't think I had that until I like looked at pictures of myself like before I got pregnant. And I'm like, wow, I looked really good.
Yeah.
And I did not appreciate it.
Yep.
That's crazy. So then now I like think.
Where do you think that came from for you?
What do you mean?
Body dysmorphia. Was it just like, were you ever like chunkies?
I was, when I was in middle school. I was like, I would get super, super bloated because nobody knew I was lactose intolerant. I didn't know I was lactose intolerant. So I'd get super, super duper bloated. And it got to a point where it was just like, it was the bloatedness, but it was also the fact that, like, you know, in middle school when you get like that chunky.
Yeah, puberty.
Yeah. So it was that, and then like all of that mixed together. And then there was like family members telling me like that I looked chunkier and that I looked fatter, and like even like my own mom being like, you make sure you're eating healthy, make sure you have, you know, work out and stuff. But I knew they were telling me that not because they were trying to take care of me, but because I looked fat, or they thought I looked fat, right? And so when we finally found out that I like was lactose intolerant, I stopped eating cheese and I stopped eating dairy products for a week. Dude, literally my stomach was flat after that. It was flat. It was just the cheese.
Fucking cheese, dude. But the effects, the mental effects,
dude,
years.
Yes, years
dude.
and years and years. And even now, like, and it was even recently too, because in college I got super skinny because I had so much anxiety I wouldn't eat. So I got to be like 98, 100 pounds. And I was actually trying to gain weight. And then I took antidepressants and they made me gain weight like a good 30 pounds. And then people were just like, oh, shoot, make sure, you know, like, not people, my mom. She was like, you know, make sure you're still eating healthy, make sure you're still working out.
Yeah,
like,
she's like, yeah, she saw you and she's like, did you start eating cheese again?
Yeah, right. So she's like, you know, make sure you're eating healthy, take your own lunches to work, because at that time I was eating at the taqueria all the time.
Hell yeah, dude.
And then those tortillas add up.
Dude, after the pandemic, my mom was like, you look like a grown man now. And I was like, so mad.
No, that's a lot of. I got a lot of that too. Like I got a lot of that.
You finally look like a woman.
You look like a woman now. Yeah.
Like a fat woman.
Like, I'm like, okay.
I had one tío was like, ya pusiste muy gordo durante el pandemia, right? And you know, and I was like, I'm just trying to look like you, buddy. Just trying to shut him the fuck up, dude.
I know, now I'm just like, everybody thinks I look like my dad.
Betsy and I are doing like a little workout challenges.
Oh,
so
that's so
like,
cute.
See whoever loses the most weight in 3 months gets, you know, the other one pays $100.
Oh, that's so cute.
So we did one already, and I lost more weight than she did, and now we're back at it, and Betsy's determined to beat me.
Yeah.
So
did she lose weight the first time though? Like this first round?
The first one she did, yeah.
Yeah, she lost weight. She's just not as much as you.
Yeah, not as much as I did. So now we're going toe to toe. She's trying to beat me. So I've lost like 9 pounds, and And I just want to make sure. I want to be at 185 by next year. Like a year from now. Yeah. So it'll be 200 pounds. I'm pretty sure I'll be 200 pounds by the summer.
Yeah.
Because I'm 209 right now. I lose 9 more pounds and then that last 15. But it's not about losing weight. More for me, it's more like just making sure that the weight is where it needs to be.
Yeah.
I'd rather have muscle and stuff like that.
And stuff like that.
And stuff like that. Pues, manita, it's good that we're back.
I know.
We back, baby.
We're back.
Did you listen to that bonus Chance the Rapper record?
No, I didn't.
No, it's like on YouTube. Somebody was like, they made like a bonus track for Big Day. And it was like, I love my wife. I love my wife. Ah! It's like, oh, my wife's real pretty. My wife's real small. We go to the beach and play with a beach ball. I love my wife. This is like, anyway, that's all I've been thinking about. Peace.